Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgandy on this very windy Thursday afternoon?
Thursday. Blow us into Friday though.
Pete, normally, wouldn't we be standing on the hill at Warrnambool right now waiting for the Grand Annual and the Warrnambool Cup coming up?
Yeah,
and wouldn't you be sporting a hangover from last night?
I was just going to say probably about 6 hours after having a Bloody Mary or something like that. Actually, I was speaking to Archie from Mars Stable, Luke Archibald, and he said it'd be the first time on the first Thursday, May, where he hadn't been searching for Panadol or the hair of the dog for a long time. So there's a lot of fresh people.
I reckon there's probably 10,000 race fans that woke up this morning feeling pretty good after a very quiet Warrnambool carnival.
Yeah.
Unless there was a few secret parties about, Pete.
Well, there's good reason for a couple of locals down there to have parties.
Yeah, there could have been a few sneaky parties floating around, but we won't mention any names.
Some good results though for
So
people.
the 2-day carnival, what did you make of it? Did you watch it?
I've seen a few of the jumps races, the main ones.
Yep.
I watched probably the main races yesterday.
Lindsay Smith had a day out.
Well, I was just going to say, people, jockeys or trainers that are connected with us had, obviously Lindsay Smith is a fresh trainer. We haven't had any runners with him, but
got a horse there,
got a Dandino going out. He had 3 winners, including the Cup. And
he tipped them all, didn't he?
yeah, tipped, one was $30. He tipped...
Did it pay 30?
I think he paid $41.
So no one listens to it?
No, he said it should be an $8 or $10 chance.
He
actually tipped on RSN. He said the best bet is the Cup winner, but I think, I can't think of the name, starts with S, it was $6 or $7. He said, take a multi, the $6 chance into the $3 chance.
Upsy job. And I thought Aura Command was a good thing in the Wongoon.
Yeah, and look...
You could have easily had the Wongoon Warrnambool Cup double and got 10 to 1.
Well, he got a half a length in front, Lindsay Smith's horse, and good horse, 62 kilos to fight back.
Yeah.
Declan Bates, well done, Cup winner.
Yep.
The Irish had a
field day.
Yeah, they've done
Shane
well
Jackson
over the
did all
carnival.
right,
Yeah, Shane Jackson, obviously Johnny Allen over the year. Johnny's locked away over in South Australia. Right.
I'll tell you what, for Johnny Allen to miss Warrnambool, there must be something special in Adelaide Saturday.
Well, he's riding Danny O'Brien's horse in the Derby.
Russian Camelot. He might think that's his Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup now.
He's over there. I think he's bunked up with Dean Holland, who rode one of Mars last week, that away game.
So they're sharing together. Apparently they got a room for a week, and they just bought 1 packet of fish fingers and they haven't got through them yet.
They get 1 fish finger out and not cut it off.
Because Dean Holland had to get down to 47 or something.
Yeah, 40.
So he wouldn't have even been licking the breadcrumbs off the fish finger.
I had to laugh the interview they had on racing.com. They said, "Oh, how are you getting on with Johnny?" He said, "Johnny's getting sick of everyone asking, what was that?"
Pardon?
Pardon?
Can't understand a word he says.
Because I think Dean's got his family there as well, his wife and 2 kids.
Yeah, no, I did laugh when I saw they were sharing.
Young Damon Thornton might be with him as well, and rode his first Group 1 winner. So people connected with us. Well done.
Well, I reckon if Johnny Allen's bypassed Warrnambool for Adelaide,
I
reckon he must think Russian Camelot can win.
And they're all knocking it.
And he must think it's his Melbourne Cup horse, because he wouldn't bypass Warrnambool.
No, well...
Not normally.
Well, it's all up a month.
Made it. It's a big decision.
A month away from home, because they had 2 weeks there before they can even get out of there.
Yeah, 2 weeks
and
away from home. What's the downside, Pete?
Well, that's probably not too much. He doesn't have to ride track work or anything, I suppose.
No, actually, yeah, you're right.
So
I don't know how they exercise and keep fit.
I think they're down near the beach somewhere, so they'll probably go for a walk.
They'd be very disciplined, I think.
Yeah. Well, there'd be one way to keep your weight down, because like you said, they're just locked away with a fridge full of fish fingers.
A 1 pack.
1 pack.
Just 3 runners last week, Pete.
Yeah,
Where do we start? Where do we start?
We went to Sandown with Connery.
On Saturday.
A marked improvement. If the bloke had studied the race better earlier, the $3 or $4 a place was a terrific bet, because apart from the first and second horse, which both went well, his best form was better than the rest, and he proved that. Yep. He was beaten 4 lengths, but
I think you said last week on ATB he was a moral run place.
We mentioned, you might have mentioned it.
You said he was a moral.
Oh, well, I liked him.
Yeah, and he didn't back it.
Didn't back it. I sat there and I sent him 3 wide with cover, which I didn't think was a concern because...
Who wrote it?
Craig Williams.
Oh, I've heard of him.
But then as it turned out, it was a bit leaderish, the track all day.
Yeah, okay.
But he ran well.
Yeah, no, look, he's just a wet tracker, isn't he? Like, he won at Warrnambool this time last year on a heavy.
Yeah, that was
and he's come out of Sandown and ran super on a heavy. So I think, though, like I think we might have mentioned last week that these horses that are wet trackers, they just don't let down unless it's wet. And because they have so long off, it just takes them a few runs to get match fit, you know?
Especially they get a
bit
little
like
bit
you and
older.
I, Pete.
Yeah, it's a match fit.
Get a bit older, you know?
Yeah, but anyway,
that was a good run. I think the owners are happy, and look, it's only early. It's wet already.
Yeah.
It looks like we're in for a wet winter. Hopefully, we can just get 6 wet tracks in a row.
I was going to say he'll get half a dozen chances.
Bang, 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 and put a couple together.
I think the next race is a benchmark 84, which is up off the run on Saturday. But the weight relief will get certainly helps this horse. So.
100%.
Yep. On the Monday we had Whitemore. Now this didn't quite turn. We had a beautiful gate. Just got back a bit far. Can't say pilot error. They did go along a bit, but he was comfortable where he was. But he would have been better a pair closer because he actually had to get off the fence then and get around him. And like you lost the use of that good barrier because he was probably 5 wide on the turn. Yeah,
I don't know. Look, it's hard to say off the screen, but I don't know whether they went really hard or the rider was just a bit neutral.
Yeah,
but yeah, the race got away from him, didn't it? He probably did okay, given the run he had to run 4th.
Yeah.
Look, he's gonna pick a race up very shortly.
And
he's such a genuine horse.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know what the track was at the end, but he's probably not comfortable on it when it's 6 or 7.
Oh, don't tell me that, Pete. We're going to have 6 and 7s for the next 3 months.
Well, he'll
go synthetic, I suppose.
But hopefully it was just more it was the winner got away. And they just got
bruised.
Yeah. We only had 1 runner at the carnival who was obviously Connery and My Shiny Choice did the job last year for us. Unfortunately, My Shiny Choice, it was a level up this year, but just never looked like the winner. No. It was in a reasonable spot, but
wide gate.
Yeah,
just very neutral.
Just couldn't get. There was enough speed just for Dean. So hold on, if I punch forward here, I could be in trouble. And as it was, going back meant you probably couldn't win.
Yeah, I think you're
right. It played leaderish yesterday.
Did it?
It played to the inside runners.
Yeah. So it was pretty much like a day 1 track.
It was.
Wasn't it? Warrnambool, where the leaders normally win on the Tuesday, and they start making ground Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, whereas all they did was just roll out a bit off the fence.
It's just a shame that horse didn't draw barrier 4-5 and go to the front.
Just lobbed there.
You know, and then he's probably
because I think he jumped second, and then they just pushed up.
Well, you could see he thought he was going to get caught 4 wide, no cover. So when they go back, you know.
It was probably
a total waste of time.
It was that time of day where you're thinking, we're race 4, maybe we'll start running on a bit, but it was all the ones up front were the ones that dominated, and he never even really got into the race.
Never looked like it. No. Run 6, well beaten.
I think
just a run.
The thing in front of us was under pressure, 500 out too. I can't remember. It was one of the favourite runners.
Yeah, it went no good.
It went no good, and we were sort of under the pump from there. But
was that Wheel Leisure or something?
Yeah, Paul's. It was favourite. Yeah, and Dean's probably thinking, perfect.
I'll follow this in.
I'll get into the stroke.
It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's normally led too.
Yeah.
So...
tells you something if those two couldn't lead. They must have went along.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what led now, but the game plan would have been Dean thinking,
That's
well, let's draw, maybe I'll follow it across, but they couldn't get near the lead.
No, just didn't work out, made him look plain. He's sound, he's happy, and he likes it wet, so...
There's a race in him, again, at that level, but we're just going to see.
Next start after, but he probably just needs all the favours at that level, Pete. Like, he just needs all the favours. Everything needs to go right.
Well, last year we were, 58, 64 level. Now we're continually in that 78 level.
It's a big
difference.
Yep. All right.
Righto, runners to come. And opposed to last week, we've actually got a few here to talk about.
A lot of runners.
Yep. So we'll go to tomorrow night at Cranbourne, hopefully before the ordinary weather comes across the weekend. We've got 2 runners. We actually got 3 in, but I'll mention Crackerjack Lady first. She's up in a maiden over a mile in the same race as La Pietra is, but she's drawn 14. Stable of Jewel nominated or Jewel accepted, and the other option is Ballarat on Sunday where she's drawn 2. without speaking to the stable and just going off what the message was this morning, I'd say they'll go there.
Makes sense.
Yep, so we'll eliminate her from the conversation. We'll talk about La Pietra was in that race.
Yep.
Ooh, when I look at that little list there, Darren, I reckon she's knocking on the door.
How come she's highlighted in yellow and got $500 circled next to
I
her?
think Craig
Is
Williams
that your bet? Is that your bet? La Pietra, her run was great. Like, she's had 2 runs in. She's ready, isn't she? Is this a mile?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And why is Craig Williams on?
He would have rang for the ride. You know,
That's how he works.
don't ring, if you're ringing him, he would have done the form before you. If you're ringing him, you might get him. But if he rings you, he wants the ride.
He wants the ride. So he thinks she can win and he thinks she's got a future.
Yep.
So, yep, you've labelled her the best bet for the week. So let's hope you're right.
Righto. Same later on. Oh, actually, I think it's race 9. Here to Foxes is in.
Hopefully we're still awake, Pete.
Yeah, although they've brought them start times back now, so it probably only is about 9 o'clock. She's
Hopefully we were awake.
benchmark 64, 1400. B Malamon.
So obviously Craig Williams didn't want to ring for the ride.
No, Ben Mallam's probably looking for every winner he can get.
Why is that, Pete?
Oh, a holiday coming up, I think.
He's going to take a bit of leave, is he?
Just superannual. What do you call it? Long service.
You know a bit more than you're just letting on.
Oh, just reading the papers.
A few allegations.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll leave that aside, but here the Fox.
She's drawn 13, will come into 11.
Doesn't like it wet, Pete.
No, the only good thing about this wind, it's a 6 now. If we don't get any rain, it might get to a 5, and that's probably her, the softest she wants the track.
Yeah.
I just don't know where she gets to from that gate. But
Well, he'll ride a conservative. He'll get cover and follow the right horse, and he'll produce her at the right time. I mean, this is what good riders do.
if she can get us run into the race, we know she can finish off. Although Cranbourne's a funny track for finishing off, but
Yeah.
she's a chance. She's racing really well.
You just need tempo.
Yeah, tempo and B Mellon and
Just watch the betting guys. If you see the money, you know what's going on.
I see one there the other day and it was getting close, and by hell did he give it some leather. It
Did
got home. Yeah.
I tell you what, him and Oliver, they just got the knack of getting them on their head down at the right time. don't
Yeah,
they?
well, it was one, well, both of them an example there last week. I think one was,
Rarely you see them get beaten a photo. They just seem to be able to get them there.
they've got that thing there where they actually push their
Push
head,
it,
don't
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Right down and push it. That's the good jockeys and the timing. On the same day, or tomorrow, but during the day, Miss 10,000 is having her first start for Kieran and David, Kieran Maher and David Eustace.
Finally,
Miss 10,000.
3-year-old filly,
Yep.
rising 4,
She's
staying.
She's been, yeah, she's been.
After a Group 1 winner,
Who's that?
Boban.
Oh, right, there you go.
And her mother was an Oaks winner, so you'd think they'd take plenty of time and need plenty of ground. So how far are we going out over first up?
1170.
No, well, she won't get warm.
She tried well the other day, led.
So what are you telling me?
Oh, I don't know. I know the trials.
trial guru.
Trials can be an absolute bums to you when you watch them. I know that. Gate 11, but there's six emergencies in all these fields lately. Because,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so she'll
All
come
right.
into 7.
Well, it's good to see her. We lease her off some people in Queensland, so
Yep.
it's good to see her finally getting to the races. She's been a work in progress for some time, but I must admit her trial the other day at Ballarat surprised me on how she trialled. Now, I don't take a lot of notice of trials, as you know, but I was pleased to see that from her. That's probably her best gallop that I've seen. And logic says she'll probably need the run, but you know, if she can run in the first 5 or 6, I think that'd be a pass mark.
Speaking of isolation and what the current situation is, you take trials in isolation. So if there's 2 or 3 trials a horse watches, they improve each trial, just naturally not under pressure. It's what you want to see, and she's done it.
Right.
So
We haven't got any intel from the stable yet.
No,
but
I
we'll
think
no doubt get that tomorrow.
Chippewa Square was a prime example.
Where they just waited and produced him on the right day.
They've got a good knack at it. And well done to Kieran, 5th Grand Annual.
Really?
5th Grand Annual with a Blaze.
I didn't even know who won it. Who won it? A Blaze?
Blaze. It was a New Zealand horse that they acquired last year. Won the Jericho.
Oh, right. Is it a raise the flag?
Yes.
Another one.
Could have ran Could have ran that race twice.
Jeez.
And it's only a pony. Only a pony. And obviously he's had Alga Hood win 2 and Regina Kolu win 2 and now Blaze. So not a bad record.
Great record for a young trainer.
Is he 40, Kieran? Wouldn't be, would he?
Looks 40.
They interviewed him and he looked like someone from, I think we spoke about it last week, the growth. He hasn't got rid of the beard.
Oh, hasn't he? No, I don't want to see it.
So anyway, Miss 10,000, look forward to her.
Debut.
Saturday we have one definite runner. We'll start with him. Caulfield, write your name, 1400.
Who rides?
Jordan Charles.
Who rode it last time?
Who did ride?
Why did he sack him? Was it Teo Nugent?
Was Teo, wasn't it?
Why they put Jordan back on?
I think because, don't know.
Good
I
answer.
don't think even I don't know. I don't know.
So what's that? 1400. What
And
barrow?
7.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And I reckon.
I don't mind 7 because he can posse sort of midfield the outside, and we've spoke about it many times. He's better when he's attacking late than.
Yeah. Well, I reckon. Well, geez, Darryl, we got the races on. I reckon it's harder than the last race he was in.
10 to 1. $10, do you reckon?
I reckon he'd be double figures. What are we?
What's
No,
that?
we're not
Foreign
tomorrow.
account balance 13,000.
Yeah,
Jeez, you're going.
Look at it, 7 cents. The only reason I got this account is for this reason, it's to check fields.
Yeah, I know.
Caulfield. I think it's that one.
Race 2, is it? Silence.
Bang.
What is it?
$10.
$10, yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah, I thought.
It'll be about $6 a field.
He's a great each way bet though.
Yeah.
Is he one they're going to say next week if he done the form he was a moral to run a place?
No. I've got him once on debut.
He's hard.
It's the only time I got him on debut.
He's tricky.
He might have got me.
You're wounded.
Yeah,
You're wounded by right.
packing him. I'm packing him the day he led and ran. No, he didn't lead. He was back 3 back the fence.
What was the day at Sandown when there was 5 in it and Jordan
Oh,
Child
no.
had him jammed up on the fence and he should have won by 6.
Thank God he was $1.30 that day. No one probably did their money, but
Anyway, write your name. Look, it was a great run last time. That was the real write your name. I'm convinced, 1, he needs cut in the ground and
Yep.
he'll get that.
absolute perfect. The track will be.
And 2,
Yep.
I reckon if he's the one attacking late, he's got a better chance than being the one trying to hang on. So that's what I think. And I think, yeah, if everything goes right, he can certainly. It's hard to see him winning, but I think he can definitely run a place.
I agree.
But I'm not saying he can't win, Pete.
No, he can probably get to where he needs to be outside the leader. I think that's the best way to ride him, outside or just back. So
I don't want to see him go under the fence.
no. Right, out to the bush. Donald got Roderer.
Donald on Saturday.
Yeah, he's unfortunately second emergency, but not giving up hope that he'll get a run. He's second up. First up, he was just way out the back and given no chance, but ran home real good sectionals.
Yeah, ran good time.
And the stable have tried to dodge the wet tracks with him second up, not to tax him. So I don't know how it's going to fare at Donald if we get the rain.
On Saturday, it's supposed to be wet. I think that's the rate's supposed to fall in the east of the state anyway, so
Right.
I don't know, but look, not a single doubt's love the wet. So he's just got to get fitter and he's just got to,
Well,
who's riding him? We got a jock?
oh,
Probably haven't got a jock yet. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
keep chatting.
We'll have a look. So Roderer, yeah, he's got ability. He won really well there one day last prep.
Oh, that was a big win at Swan Hill.
Yeah, like he's got the talent. I just don't know if they've figured him out yet. But
We've got
most not a single doubts do handle the wet.
We've got an update here. Donald update, Roderer. Number 15, second emergency. They probably won't have it. Aaron Lynch.
Aaron Lynch,
Rode ZM in the bloody Grand Daniel.
never heard of him. All right.
Jump / part-time flat rider.
No, okay.
He also was somewhere else as well.
Was the sale
Sale
on Tuesday?
on Tuesday, so I suppose
Well, we just got to have
I've
a
got to
look.
weigh up. One,
Second.
if we get a run, and 2, if it's too wet or whatever, because Donald can get wet.
All right.
Sunday, we mentioned CRACKERJACK Lady earlier.
Mother's Day, Pete.
Yeah, going to be can't go anywhere, Darren.
Not in Victoria.
No. Well, is it all open slather in New South
Well,
Wales?
Queensland, I think they can go. They can go non-essential shopping, and they can have 2 families of 5 get together for a barbecue.
Yeah. Or if you're a rugby player, you can do what you like. Just see them idiots the other day.
Well, you can like you get kicked out of Albury, so then you go on a private oval.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of contradictory stuff at the moment.
But Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day
Yep.
to all the mums out there on Sunday. Hope you have a lovely lunch and get looked after very well. And for those of you who've got runners,
We might find you a winner.
we might find you a winner here at Ballarat on Sunday. It's always been a great day, Mother's Day at Ballarat, but this year
Quite.
there'll be no mums on track, I wouldn't have thought, unless there's a couple of trainers.
All the jocks, what do they got? The green and gold jocks, they get separated. Or the Craig Williams mob, the elite, they're up in the blooming committee room getting changed. Anyway, this little filly, we've seen what happened at Pakenham, and Jai might have pushed the button a little early.
Crackerjack lady.
Yeah, Jai stays on, 1500, I think it was a mile at Cranbourne.
Went too early,
Pakenham.
didn't he?
Yeah, she'll get her chance to win, I reckon.
I reckon she'll start favourite.
Yep.
And she'll be hard to beat.
I agree. Now we had Angel Lass and Lord Lennox and Passaggio all nominated
For
there.
Ballarat.
Yeah.
But none of them are going to get a
I
run.
think Passaggio got balloted. Angel Lass is sixth emergency, so you're probably thinking she's got no way of getting a run. And I think they decided to go to sale with Lord Lennox, and Angel Lass is nominated there.
So it looks like just the one runner, Crackerjack lady.
By the time this is put together, I'll know, and you'll get a little flash up there at the end of all our runners.
Well, that's it up till Sunday, and then we'll just quickly run through what we think might happen in the early part of next week. Monday, Swan Hill, nothing.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Sale.
Potentially Lord Lennox, Angel Lass, maybe Passaggio, but definitely one of
Wednesday,
those.
Sandown.
Oh, maybe Rhoda too.
Right.
Yep.
Wednesday, Sandown,
I
unlikely.
know nothing. No.
Thursday, where's Thursday?
Hamilton and Pakenham. Hamilton, Daniel Bowman's Thinking Street Baby.
Street
over
Baby,
a mile.
yep.
1400 maybe. Mile, can't remember.
Should be a mile.
Yep. I don't know much more.
And that's it. All right, so there's plenty of horses there. We're a bit lost on some of where these are going to go because we are in that transitional phase now where we're going from good tracks to wet tracks. And winter's come a little bit earlier down here, so some of these horses have been waiting for wet tracks, other horses don't want wet tracks. So, and then I guess with what happened at Warrnambool this week being condensed into a 2-day meeting and dropping all those lower benchmark races meant that's why Angel Lass is sixth emergency, because there's horses trying to get runs everywhere because effectively 100 horses didn't get a run.
And prior, we had those two meetings called abandoned, so there's just a big influx.
Yeah. So it's a bit messy, but look, I think if you go down the list, here the Fox is racing well, La Pietra's going super, Right Yamain will be competitive, and Crackerjack Lady will be hard to beat. That's the way I'd sum it up.
And Lord Lennox was good last time.
He just needs a wet.
Yeah.
2,000 wet for him, so we've just got to be patient.
There's horses there that are knocking on the door or getting close.
All right then. Well,
Tipping comp.
Oh, you want to talk about the tipping comp, Pete?
Maureen Clues continues.
How many weeks have we had this going?
I reckon that's 4.
4 weeks of footy.
Yep.
Footy.
This is the footy. Yeah.
4 weeks.
Of the quadrella legs in Melbourne. Maureen Clues' first 3 weeks, her best bet got up. It didn't on the weekend.
Ooh.
But she still, I think she tipped a winner and place getter in every race.
Wow.
So she still holds sway, I think about 43 points.
Yep.
But we have a challenger emerge from the pack.
Now, who is this bloke? Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
Who's Sideshow Bob?
I got a phone call from a friend of Sideshow's
Sideshow Bob.
to say...
Is that a real person?
Well,
all those agricultural shows, where you walk down the side shows.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? He's the bloke down there putting the balls in
no,
the
I just
pound's
got
mouth?
as soon as I heard it,
He's got the boxing tent.
Don't know.
So he registered as Sideshow Bob, did he?
No, he actually registered under his name.
His real name?
Bob Shields or Robert Shields, but got a call from a so-called mate to say that mentioned Sideshow's going pretty good. So
Sideshow Bob, hey, I wonder what that means. There'd be a story there.
Oh, I wasn't going to ask.
This is a family show, Pete.
I can only imagine with the source that it come from, it could be anything.
Credible or not credible?
I'd say
Dodgy.
it's probably
Dodgy.
been known to have a good time.
I reckon stretch the truth a bit. That bloke. He'd stretch the truth a bit.
Anyway, so that's where we are. And then there's a big group. Everyone's tipping well. So
how many have we got playing?
I think it was 135 first week. There was a few dropped off second week, but they've all come back now. Everyone bar 10 or a dozen are registering their tips. So,
well, that's good fun.
Yep.
And as I said, when lockdown finishes, we'll give you a prize. It could be a banana or an apple. Who knows?
There might be a day out here at the farm.
It could be a day out of your house.
Yeah. But anyway,
Or weather on your nature strip.
It's a bit of fun.
Everything would be good at the moment.
Oh,
anything.
Anything. But anyway, everyone's having a bit of fun. That's the main thing.
So, all right. Well, let's wrap it up there.
Yep.
So, happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. Hope you have a great day. Hope all your horses run well. And we'll be back here, same time next week. I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.